Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your 12-month energy update for the year of 2019. So what we're going to do is I pulled 12 months worth of cards just to see which way the energy is going to flow for you this year. We're then going to do a love reading, an abundance reading, and a career and success and life purpose reading. Now, just a disclaimer I always give, this is a general reading, it's a collective reading. If something doesn't resonate, then it's not for you. If something does resonate, but maybe it makes you feel a little uncomfortable, then I want to remind you that every second we are creating our own reality. So you know that, Cancer. You're very intuitive by nature, right? So I feel like a lot of times Cancers can get intuitions and you have such a power then based on this information that you're receiving to take what steps are going to be best for you. So if something comes up in the reading and you're like, that really resonates, that's something I've been feeling myself, but I don't like that, then you do have a power to shift your vibration, shift your energy, and as you do that, you shift the energy of this yearly projection. Now, we're not trying to control anything. We're not trying to control other people or outcomes. But what I'm saying is this is not an end-all, be-all for you. I always want to encourage everybody who watches me and all my clients to step into your own personal power as a manifestor, as a creator. Okay, so if you would like a personal reading with me, you can find me at reikiwithrachel.com. I specialize in distance energy healing sessions. So if you're brand new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Rachel. I am obviously an intuitive card reader. I am a Reiki master, energy healer. I do work with talisman grids, crystal work, all that kind of good stuff. So the contact information will be below if you are interested in any of that. Without further ado, Cancer, let's get into January. And January is a good month for you in terms of love, relationships, connections, because you got the heart chakra with Archangel Raphael, and you got caring connections. So if you are in a relationship, this is a good energy for deepening your relationship, for rekindling a romance. This can also just be connections with other people in your life. If you are seeking a relationship, this is a really good message saying that to stay heart-centered, to stay in the power of love, and you will be attracting this into your life. What a beautiful way to start the year. And you know, a lot of Cancers, you really value your relationships. You really value, just like that fuzzy feeling that you get whenever you're just home and the world seems right. And I feel like that's how you're starting off the new year. And I feel like a lot of the work that you did in 2018 is kind of bringing you to this place. So just stay centered in your heart. It's not a month to get super in your head. It's not a month that if you hear this, that, you could be manifesting a relationship. If you're not in one, you don't want to allow your thoughts to get away from you. You want to drop down into your heart, and that's how you foster that loving energy. So that's January. Let's look into February. Wow. Healer of the ages. Now I'm getting a couple messages, and that's something else I do want to point out. Sometimes a message will come through that's just for one person. And that's why I say just take what resonates and what doesn't, don't. And if you want a personal reading, then you can reach out to me and we can see what's resonating for you. So a lot of times when a card comes up, I'll give several different intuitions that I'm getting from it. None of them may be for you, but take what resonates when you look at the card, what your initial instincts are. You're intuitive, your main chakra is your third eye. You know as I'm going through this, what pertains to you and what's just for somebody else. So Healer of the Ages. For me, this is, you have been doing a lot of self-work in 2018 and previous years as well. And you're really becoming just, I'm just want to sigh. You have done so much. You've healed so much this past year. And it's already reflecting in your home life, in your relationships. So give yourself credit for that. Really give yourself credit and just enjoy where you are compared to where you were 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 6 months ago. Just take time to step back and reflect on that. A second piece of this that I'm getting are many of you are light workers. Many of you are natural healers. And come February is a time to share your gifts with this world. Get centered in your heart. Get centered in your heart, and between your just natural third eye ability and then your heart energy, you're going to naturally see what the next steps are in terms of your own abilities as a healer. And what this card is really coming to tell a lot of you is that you are going to bring something to this world that nobody's brought to this world before. This could be a different healing modality or just what you're able to do, the people you are able to heal. I also just got the intuition that as you become more healed, you naturally heal others in your life. Now, this is not something that you want to overanalyze. It's not something that you want to control. It's something that you naturally do. So the people in your life, as you send them healing thoughts, loving thoughts, energy from your heart, you are healing them. So this coming right after the caring connections in the heart, I am feeling that for some of you, you might be a little worried about some of the people in your life. But the cards are coming to tell you that just you being who you are, you being the light worker that you are, the beautiful, unique soul with the gifts that only you have to bring, the very special gifts that you came to share with this world, you're not only healing yourself, you can not only, thrive in a healing business perhaps, but you're naturally healing your own relationships, you're naturally healing the people in your life. Okay. Good way to start off the new year. Let's see what March holds. Attachment. What are you attached to? What is something that you need to release this year? By March, I'm feeling like by the end of winter, the beginning of spring, as we are doing some more healing work on ourselves and on others, we're beginning to release a lot of these attachments. And you can see in this card that she has a mask and she is holding the mask. It's like she just removed the mask and she's looking at it. So for so many of us, we hold on to attachments. We hold on to certain masks, certain energy patterns that we don't realize, because it's just such a part of us. But come the end of winter, just enjoy this winter. I don't feel like there's a lot of really solid action for you to take. Just do what you're guided to do. But by the end of winter, you'll naturally be able to take off some of these things that you've been carrying your whole life for lifetimes that have been a part of you, but you weren't aware of. You're able to take them off and look at them for what they are. And then I just picture her just dropping this mask and being like, oh, I'm done with it. So another piece of this is it's hard to see from the card, but it's like she's chained. It's an illusion of being chained to something. But when you look deeply in the card, the chain doesn't seem to be connected really to anything. It's an illusion. This is an illusion of being chained to something. It's an illusion of being stuck to something. It's an illusion of a situation that maybe you're fearful to get out of, you feel like you can't get out of. After winter, you will be ready to make that next shift in your life, whatever that is for you. All right, Cancer, what is next? Oh, here's your card. The Goddess Moon. This is all about intuition. This is coming right around the spring equinox. And your intuition, your true natural abilities are just booming. It comes right after this releasing attachments. You are going to be dropping. You're going to be healing more. You've already healed a lot. You're going to be healing more in the winter. Give yourself the time to do so. Give yourself the time to just be in that state of love. Heal what you need to heal. As things come up, look at them for what they are and release them. They're illusions. They're Maya. It's not real. The more you can see it that way, the easier you can shed these things that no longer serve you, these attachments. And you're freeing yourself. And as you free yourself, your intuition just booms. It just booms. Because a lot of times what these attachments do is they can pull, I'm feeling like they're pulling on maybe some of our lower chakras, like the chakras that help us ground and stay centered in the moment. And we're not recognizing it. And it's actually interfering with our true higher guidance. But as you shed a lot of these attachments that are kind of like weighing you down, like the chains are like weighing her down, right? Like something that's just not allowing you to fully open up to your truest abilities. Once you recognize those, once you take those off, see them for what they are, then your natural abilities just absolutely blossom. And, you know, kind of just taking advantage of moon cycles. I'm feeling like I'm sure a lot of you probably already do pay attention to moon cycles, but really doing it throughout the course of winter as you're going through these different healings, because I feel like every single moon cycle is going to bring up something new for you. The full moons are going to be times that you really recognize what no longer serves you, and that's giving you, there's a power. There's always a power in the moon cycles, but for you, Cancer, these winter months going into spring, they're going to hold a lot of power in your transformation. Okay, let's look into May now. Oh, wow. Okay. Appreciation and walking away. I feel like by spring, you will be so just in love with yourself. Like you're just going to be feeling yourself in May, right? You're going to be really have stepped into your power, really know who you are, really know what you want, and you're going to be ready to walk away from something that's no longer serving you. Don't allow this to frighten you. It's a very peaceful energy. I feel with these two cards together, there's so much lightness. There's so many flowers that are blossoming. It's just the next stage on your journey. So by spring, by May, you're going to be ready for that next step. You're not ready for it now. You might want something new now, but there's still just, I feel like this attachment card is so important. So there's just some things yet to be done before you're ready to be so content within yourself. And that's what it is. It's very content within yourself. Like you love that feeling of like how I mentioned in the beginning, home and just feeling just like warm and cozy. And you find that feeling within yourself and it gives you the confidence to take the next steps. Now this can be like a physical move. It can be a change in career. It's going to look different for everybody. But don't let, again, I had to emphasize, this is the feeling I'm getting from these cards is beautiful. This is a beautiful ending of a chapter that served you for a period of time, and now you're transforming and you're moving into something completely new. So let's see what June is. Okay, that makes so much sense. Wow. You got the action card and the Angel of Balance card. Right after this walking away, you're closing a chapter. And as you do this, by the beginning of summer, you're ready to take divinely guided action. You're ready to go. You see these horses are just like running. And that's why it's paired with this balance card. Because I know a lot of Cancers can be very excited and a little spontaneous. And once you feel this urge, like once you feel this chapter is closed, you're ready to begin, I can see you just like charging ahead. But what this balance card comes to tell you is it wants to encourage you to do this in a balanced manner, not to jump the gun, not to get ahead of yourself, to take a step back. Make sure that your intuitively guided decisions are grounded in some practicality. Yeah. So just, I'm feeling like maybe some lower chakra work, just to make sure that you are able to take the steps that lead you to the best possible place that you can be. Like the connection, like that full body, the balancing of the chakras, that full body connection. Like you need the lower chakras, the first three chakras, to really be able to be grounded in the present. You know, you're a water sign, so that's fluid, right? However, whenever you, in the sacral chakra is water. And whenever the sacral chakra is balanced, you're able to flow. And that's when you shine, because you're able to take these decisions and not take these action steps and make these decisions and not let like fear and decision kind of keep you stuck. You're able to flow with it. But when that sacral chakra and the root chakra are a bit imbalanced, then it's kind of like, you know, you go over here and then you go back over here and then you go back over here. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. And it's no, like I'm not throwing any shade. It's just we all have our unique, beautiful gifts, and we all have some challenges that we incarnated with. So all this card is saying is just balance that out, right? Just use your natural ability, those beautiful intuitions that you get, and allow yourself to flow where the universe is trying to take you, but do it in a balanced manner. Okay, so let's look at July. Oh, wow. Wow. There's definitely some more action here. You got 4 cards that came out. You got the 7th chakra. This is something that you're very intuitively guided to do. You're connected to your higher self, and it's telling you. It's telling you something. Let's see what the rest of the cards say. You got the World card. You got the Journey card. And you got the Strength card. There could be a move, like a physical move. And that's kind of what I saw, you know, in this one too, the walking away. There could be a physical move, but wait for divine timing to do it. That's where this balance comes in. So the month before, you got action and you got balance. You need to find that balance before you're able to really understand when the perfect timing would be. I see, like with this world, especially with the journey, like traveling the world, possibly going to a different part of the world. Again, this could just be for some, but I'm really strongly feeling this. And this World card also comes as a reminder to try to take a step back and look at the whole picture. And it goes right along with the Balance card. So you get, you know, tune in to see the whole picture before you take this journey, whatever this journey could be. And this could be more of a journey, like a personal healing journey. It can be more of like a journey to a new career, but I'm really feeling like an actual physical. This seems so physical to me. And then you got the Strength card, and this is coming to remind you of your strength, of how much you have grown, how much you have transformed, how much you've done in the first half of the year to prepare you for what you're going to do. I mean, maybe you'll be like backpacking around the world or something. Like I feel like a lot of you are going to be doing something really cool, really, really cool. And the cards are coming to tell you that this is going to be divinely guided. It is part of your path, and you're strong enough to do it now. You will be strong enough. All right, let me take a sip of my coffee. And let's move in to, okay, let's move into August. You got adjacent possibilities and root chakra. So I feel like after whatever this physical journey is for you, or mental, emotional, spiritual journey, whatever that is for you, around July-ish, and remember, time is relative, it's not linear, this is an overall projection. So this all could happen much sooner for you, this all could take longer for you, you know. But after this journey stage, you are going to be faced with multiple, oh, sorry, I don't know why my camera is like freezing like that. You're going to be faced with multiple options. And remember how we're talking back in this Balance card? You don't want to allow this to throw you off center. So it's going to be a time when it's really, you're being encouraged to get grounded. So if I was to give you one message for this year about that these cards are telling you, anytime that you feel like there could be more than one option, anytime that you feel torn, anytime where you are like just ready to leave a chapter and jump to something else and then jump to something else, like if you can like feel that in yourself, right? It's not a time then. When you feel that in yourself, it's not a time to rely on your intuition. It's not a time to get into your head. It's a time to work on that root chakra. It's a time to get very, very grounded. Because when there's multiple options, it can be your natural inclination to like go over to this one for a little bit and then go over to this one for a little bit and then go over to this one for a little bit and this one. And whenever you do that, you don't get the chance to build enough momentum around any single one of them to like progress and really turn it into fruition. So there's going to be a lot of different ways that you can go, and not one is better than the other. The important piece is that you stay grounded. And this will help you decide, this will help you be secure in yourself, decide what avenue is going to be best for you, and it's going to help you to stick with it. And let's see what happens after we do that. Okay. Again, with that lower chakra, you have the thinking woman, and you got the third chakra. So I feel like this very much goes along with this card for August. So, towards the end of summer, beginning of fall, as the energy stands right now, you're going to be, you're closed a chapter, you're starting anew, and then it kind of comes to that time where you're like, well, now what? Right? And the cards are encouraging you not to get super in your head. And every time I look at this card, this thinking woman card, she's looking off in a distance, like she's so in her head that she's not seeing this butterfly that's right in front of her. That paired with your third chakra card, it's a time to tune in to these lower chakras. And it's so interesting that back here I got the sense of doing some lower chakra work, and now it's coming out. So, maybe doing some lower chakra work during these winter months, spring months, it might help shift the energy for this. If you do that and I pulled cards for you again, it might be very different. You might not have these challenges. And I hate the word challenges. It's just an opportunity for more self-work, for more healing, just to get yourself into balance. That's all it's telling you. So it's time to, once you have an idea, so you have adjacent possibilities, you get grounded in yourself and you choose one. You have this idea. It's time to then focus on your third chakra, your personal power, and bring it into fruition in this physical plane. So many Cancers, it's so beautiful because you are so connected to your intuition, but a lot of times you can stay up there for a really long time, and you are living right now in this 3D, in this physical plane, and you have beautiful gifts that you can share, that the world needs of yours. So just ground into those ideas and take action on them. Okay, let's see what fall holds for you. Wow, you got all the chakras. That is not all, but you have gotten a lot of chakras so far. You got the yin and yang. For October, you got the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra. And you got this contract card, and the immediate thing that I'm drawn to is balance, is finding that balance, because that's what the yin and yang is talking about. Now, the yin and yang holds 2 different meanings to me here. Actually holds 3. This is the balancing of your own energy. The upper chakras, the lower chakras, your divine masculine energy, your divine feminine energy. That energy, the very first card is your heart. That's the sense of being in a state of love. That's a very divine feminine. And And, whenever I say feminine and masculine, that's not talking about men, female. It's not talking about gender or sex. It's talking about energy. A feminine energy is very much a state of being, the state of love, the state of just nurturing. And the masculine energy is the doing, the action. So you're kind of starting off the year in that more being energy, that more feminine energy. And again, this can be an energy, we all have it in us. We want to find that balance, So by fall, you found that balance. You found that balance within your chakras. You found that balance within, knowing when to just take a step back and be, and knowing when it's time to take action, and being able to turn those intuitions and those divinely guided ideas, turn them into reality. I'm also seeing, for some, this can be for romantic relationships. This can be a union, a partnership, like really coming into that, really being content in that. Again, that's just for some. And this throat chakra is all about bringing your gifts, being who you are, and bringing that out into the world. And again, all I see for this is balance. I mean, this whole, I just feel like fall is you're really going to have come into the balance, and you're being continued still to come from that balance place in everything that you do. So let's look at November. Wow. Okay. Jeez. Let me just show you these. Woman holding a heart, the sacral chakra. I'm pretty sure you have gotten every single chakra. So that's an overall message. Balance your chakras. I mean, that's just the biggest. I haven't done a reading so far where I've pulled pretty much every single chakra. I think every single chakra. Okay. Sacral chakra. After the woman holding the heart, woman holding the coin, door to romance. This holds multiple messages. Immediately what I see is that balance I was just talking about. Holding the heart, holding the coin. Being centered in yourself, being centered in unconditional love, being in that place, taking action, making things happen. That's what these two cards are. That is the balance. That's the balance that you are getting to throughout this year, through everything that you do. And I feel like, this whatever journey that you're going to take is really going to help with that. It's really going to kind of be the catalyst for you to maybe do some of this lower chakra work, to really step into your personal power, because you were strong enough to take action. And throughout, the summer, beginning of fall, you're really going to be comfortable now taking this action, turning your gifts into reality, making things come into fruition. And you're doing it from a very balanced place, Sacral chakra, again, is just coming to remind you, it's coming for two reasons. The sacral chakra is also, it's just another reminder of everything we talked about. Going with the flow, knowing when it's time for action, knowing when it's time for meditation, when it's time for being able to balance that. For some, I'm feeling perhaps pregnancy, honestly, perhaps something to do with children by this time. Again, that could be speaking to one person, but I'm feeling that strongly. I'm also feeling creativity. You're just being so creative now. By this point, you are not second guessing yourself anymore. You're becoming a very powerful creator, a very powerful manifester by coming into this balance. This is really beautiful. And then door to romance. Again, relationships, home life, possibly children, family, you're opening up the doors. You're fully opening up the doors to that by this time. And we'll see what your love and relationships cards say, but wow. Okay, so let's see how you end the year. This is a beautiful reading, Cancer. It's a really beautiful reading. Cornucopia. This is paradise. You're seeing the fruits of your labor. You're seeing within you, within your world, all of the healing, everything that you've done this year. Door to personal healing and happiness. You've opened the door. That door is wide open. It's not just cracked. It's wide open. You're there. You're there. Man holding a coin, angel of love. Now for me, this is a relationship. This is coming together. This could possibly be marriage, a wedding, a deeper commitment. It can also be again, just that balance, that masculine and that feminine energy. And I'm getting that there's going to be physical abundance as well by the end of this year. Wow, okay. So let's see what your love cards have for you. Okay. Oh. Express your love is the first card that you got. Go ahead and make a romantic gesture. The very first card you pulled for this entire reading was heart chakra and caring connections. This can be expressing love for people in your life. This can be perhaps making a romantic gesture towards somebody, but doing it from a very heart-centered place, like doing it not from anxiety or fear, but dropping down into your heart. Yeah, that's beautiful. You got finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, so that's the second card. So kind of what I'm feeling is that's where this like healing is coming in, and the chakra balancing. And we'll see what the abundance and the life purpose card here are telling us, but I feel like perhaps in the beginning of the year, this could be a factor, but what I'm also getting in conjunction with what the rest of the cards are saying is it won't be forever. So if this is a factor in your love life right now, know that throughout this year, as you grow, as you transform, as you balance, then, and I'm feeling like your partner is doing the same, or your soon-to-be partner is doing the same, that this is not, it might be affecting it now, but it won't in the future, because you're going to be getting very secure in yourself. And you're going to be making some really big changes and transformations. The third card you got was forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. It's kind of what, we've been talking about, like, especially for the first part of this year, but it's kind of like an ongoing, just releasing those attachments, releasing what just doesn't serve you any longer. And not resenting yourself, not resenting anybody else. This whole year, you are still learning. You were learning so much because, like I said, like this healing and the releasing of attachments, that's going to be a catalyst. It's going to open up the door to a deeper level of healing and transformation for you. And as you do this, then you are calling in more love. You're deepening your relationships in your romantic life. You're opening up yourself for a romantic partnership. And now, the very last card that came out that made itself present was engagement. It says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So yeah, it's just a deeper level, and that's what those last cards were saying. The door to romance, and then the man holding the coin, the angel of love. There's a commitment. If you're already in a relationship, there's like a deeper commitment coming towards the end of this year. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's look at abundance. Okay, so you got donations, tithing, and charitable work. To begin, it says, give joyfully to organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. I feel like naturally you're just like givers by nature. And so this could be how I was talking about in the beginning, like you just naturally heal people in your life by being you. I'm feeling like that is really helping you. You're giving out that energy to the world. Don't stop yourself from giving this energy to the world. And this energy absolutely can be volunteering your time. It can be giving money. And it can just be who you are naturally, just walking down the street and sharing kind, healing thoughts with people. You are sending your energy out there and know that it will be returned to you. You then got the card savings. As you consistently save for your future is saved. Do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is part of your self-care and path to feeling secure and focused upon your life purpose. You know, with this journey coming up, I'm feeling like the first part of the year might be a good time to save. Anytime you give back to yourself energetically, that is showing the universe that you care about yourself. You are giving back this energy of money to yourself. So even if you can just save $5 a month, then you are showing the universe, like, yes, I care about myself and I'm giving back to myself. So getting in the habit of that, but also like I'm feeling like there's a very physical saving that the cards are telling you to do, because towards the second part of this year, you're doing something and you want to be prepared for it. You then got raise or promotion. So, you know, I'm really feeling like this raise or promotion kind of comes around the summertime. Yeah. It comes around the summer, fall. So you're kind of saving, there's a catalyst, you're walking away, you're finding balance, you're going on this journey, you're really working on the first chakra and the third chakra, which is all about like that security, finances in the material plane. And as you do this, and as you're bringing your gifts to this world, Archangel Gabriel, you're really seeing the physical manifestations of this money coming into your life, of abundance in multiple forms. So this could be like, I'm feeling like the abundance of travel, just being the abundance of experiences, but know that towards the second part of the year, there's a very strong chance for this raise or promotion. You then got clearing debts. And I feel like that so much goes along with this contract card that we got in October. I feel like that's very much clearing debts. That's cutting old karmic ties. That is, and also this releasing attachments. I feel like it's going to be ongoing, and this is encouragement for you. You know, anything that you have that's holding you back in terms of finances, this year is the time to clear them and just be centered and grounded in these lower chakras, and know that you are secure and you are worthy of calling these finances into your life. It says your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. Also, something I'm feeling is like perhaps during the beginning of the year, this could be weighing on you in ways that you don't know. So if you're not in a financial place that you want to be, it could be weighing on you perhaps on a subconscious or energetic level. So just set the intention, do what you need to do to clear these debts, and call in these physical manifestations so that it's not something that's holding you back any longer. It says you already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. That's pretty much all I was talking about. And then the final card, this was actually at the bottom of the deck, but I was guided to pull it for you. So I feel like this is kind of like the overall message that's going to help you in terms of abundance. You got words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerful, positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. That is what you attract for yourself and others. And, you know, if you look at this card, you see the mother angel, the adult angel talking to like the little baby angel. And I feel like that's some inner child work to be done around finances, around feeling secure, because it came right after the clearing debts. Yeah. I'm feeling like those go hand in hand, and just affirming to yourself all the time throughout this entire year that you are worthy of it. And, doing affirmations, writing it, speaking it, not speaking of lack, but speaking of abundance in everything. All right, so let's end with your life purpose and career and success. The first card you got was ask for what you want. Clear communication with yourself, with God, and with others, you avoid misunderstandings and speed up the process of answered prayers. You then got writer's group. Create or join a writer's group to gain inspiration, friendship, and support. You got deserving. You, like all of God's children, deserve happiness, health, and love. And finally, you got happy news. Your prayer is answered in a creative way. So whenever we're beginning the year, it's really just about getting clear on really what you want. And that's kind of what these first cards are talking about. After you release these attachments, these masks that you didn't really even know you had, you open up your intuition, and right after that, you're kind of closing a chapter in your life. So I feel like you're just really at the beginning of the year getting clear on what you want. Now, the writers group, that can absolutely be very literal for some people. Join a writers group. This can also be join a spiritual community, join a group of like-minded people, so that you're not kind of just alone in your head, so that you're with others who can support you, who can encourage you, who can give you ideas, friendship, inspiration, support on this material plane. So after you're clear on what you want, or while you're getting clear on what you want, seek out others. Here, it's so important. It's so important, and it's going to get you more grounded in the here and now, and it's going to, I feel like, help you kind of take these steps of possibly walking away, of traveling. Like, you could even meet people. This could be like, as you're traveling, you meet people. Be open to that instead of, just being by yourself or in your head. Like, it's kind of a year to connect for you. Deserving. Knowing that you, like all of God's children, deserve happiness, health, and love. That goes so much with these abundance cards. What was the first? The express your love. It even goes along with that for the love reading, like just knowing that you deserve the love and just reaffirming that to yourself. You're worthy of all of this. You're worthy of complete balance. You're worthy of having it all. Not having the scales tipped in one end. So not just having maybe a happy family life, but having everything, feeling secure in yourself, feeling secure in, your ability to create, your ability to manifest, your ability to bring your gifts to the world. Like just knowing what all of that is and finding that balance between everything. And then you got happy news. Your prayer is answered in a creative way. So the way that the cards read is kind of, if you heed the messages on the card, then this is the final result. And that so plays into all of these like abundance and coming into, relationships and all the kind of cards that showed up towards the end of the year. It's telling you that, if you get clear on what you want, you stay grounded in these manifestations, in these thoughts of what you want to call in. If you connect with other people, if you know that you deserve, then all of that is going to bring very happy news when it comes to your life purpose, success, and career. Okay, so that's all I have for you, Cancer. This is a really beautiful year, beautiful transformations that are going on. If you are interested in your own personal reading, if you have any questions, or if you're interested in an energy clearing, energy healing for whether it be love, finances, or just general, you can contact me at Reiki with Rachel. I also have a free 30-minute MP3 energy healing download that you can get on my website as well. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, do that. And I'm sending you so much love and light for the year of 2019. All right, talk soon, Cancer.